Coming at you 38 feet 9 inches in length with a dry weight of 11,486 pounds. 2021 Forest River Sandpiper model 3440BH. BH is in fact for Bunkhouse, but this unit here possibly has 3 queen beds. I'll let you guys decide on that part there. What's going on, everyone? I'm Andrew with Camper Kingdom in Meridian, Mississippi, and today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new unit that just showed up. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below and let's get started. So we're going to start on the front before working our way down the side and then eventually inside. But we're going to talk and go over some of its different weights, specs, different dimensions. So 38 feet 9 inches in total length with a dry weight of 11,486 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating of 14,075 pounds and a king pin weight on this unit of 2,075 pounds. So definitely more 3/4 ton friendly, not half ton towable, guys. So don't even think it is. It's a light unit, but it's still too much for a half ton. In my opinion though, there is no fifth wheel that's half ton towable. One molded fiberglass front cap, and I really like how they've wrapped around the actual fiberglass around some of the main construction of the unit, bringing that seam a lot further back. You're about almost 12 inches in length right there, coming back off the actual front, keeping the wind of the rain from actually penetrating. Really cool. You got the docking lights in the front. These are going to be blue in color, and eventually I'm going to plug the truck in, showing you guys what they actually look like. This coach is in fact going to have a fully automatic 4-point electric leveling system, but there is a little bit of manual labor involved. You do in fact have to get out and actually pull the plunger, dropping the leveling system down before hitting the auto level button there. Both of the propane bottles are going to be located on one side of the coach. That way you're not bouncing back and forth between different sides, changing out the bottles. Both of them located on one side. Slam latches on all of your doors, and I want to point out the thickness of the door. Nice 2-inch thick door. So that's one thing that the C Edition has not done, is cut back on some of its quality. Decent sized pass-through storage with a radiant foil wrapped all the way around this whole entire unit. Just a quick shot of it there. TV connections, and that's actually where the TV would actually be sitting. So about a 32-inch TV placed right there. Outdoor speakers, friction hinge. It's quite of a windy day here, and this friction hinge just prevents that door from slinging around. Coach is going to come equipped with a 4-camera mounting system. So camera mount there. You're also going to have it on the blind side, cameras on each side and on the back as well. Hydraulic assist steps, about a step above, and they do in fact have the nicer pin. Just simple press of a button, and the leg system will in fact extend instead of the ones where you got to fight and find the hole. But it is hydraulic assist, making it that much easier to actually raise up inside the unit. Bigger grab handle. And I just want to point out this class C class, my Sandpiper. Pretty good, decent quality slides. These are in fact vacuum bonded, creating a nice, really strong structure. The tires in the unit are in fact E-rated. The brand is going to be Castle Rock ST, size is 235/80 R16. And there's another shot of the rear leveling legs for the actual coach. Fully automatic again, don't forget. Both sets of steps going into the unit are in fact hydraulic assist, and both of the doors do in fact have that friction hinge on it, just preventing it from actually blowing into the wind. And here's a quick sneak peek of that half bath going in there to its other queen bed. One thing I wish they would have done different was maybe put a second awning back here to cover up your decent size camp kitchen. Propane grill with a quick disconnect right underneath the fender skirting here, with a little small miniature outdoor fridge. And once again guys, that fridge does not work off the vehicle power. You must be plugged into shore power for that to operate. So here on the back of the unit, one fully laminated rear wall, 3/8 decking on the actual roof. The floor construction is in fact a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood. Fully walkable roof with an easy access ladder on the back, and there is the 4th camera for that blindside system I was referencing to earlier. Steel 4-inch bumper with the spare tire mounted nicely on the back to it, and that grill that I was showing you earlier, it swings around on that pivoting point there and is secured nicely on the unit here. So all the power connections are located on the back corner, which is nice because most of the campgrounds, the power source is typically back here on the back corner. And a sneak peek underneath the 2nd queen bed, access from outside with a ton of exterior store space. Magnetic latches keeping that tucked up nicely out of the way. Sewer connections, the down and the dirty. You will in fact have two different outputs on this unit, one up in front of the tire as well as one back here. The pull handles on this unit, you will be required to actually put your hand underneath the skirting, and my hand is actually on the unit right there. But tucked behind the skirting are in fact the gray and the black handles there. Another quick shot of the actual slide, and just to reiterate the actual slide quality. For this to be a C-Class edition where they've taken from certain parts to create a lighter weight unit, they definitely have not taken away from the quality of the actual build itself. Hot water heater is in fact a 10-gallon gas and electric unit, and there's another shot of the blackout shades on the unit. Sandpiper does in fact have 80% tint, and it looks like the back of those blackout shades are white, just allowing that light to reflect that much more. Docking station unit, the water management system is up in the front compartment. Sometimes this will be considered the compartment where most of the propane bottles are at. So all the water lines come up to the bottom, hook into its designated point, either the black tank flush or the city water connections. Inline filter on the unit as well. Once again, the fully automatic 11 controls, there's the directions, but the controls are actually underneath here. You are in fact in direct line of sight of the kingpin, but I wish they would have relocated them maybe out here, so you're not having to actually bend over underneath the side. So before heading inside, I wanted to get the vehicle plugged into the camper so you guys can have an additional light source. I figured I might as well show you the really cool LED lights in the front. Whenever you're hooking up your camper at night, or if you're just searching for your camper in the campground, those blue lights definitely will stand out. And hopefully you guys can see the LED light strip underneath the 14-foot all the way there. So if you're looking for a camper and you don't know if the traditional style bunks are going to work for you, and you really can't find the right option for you, you know, because maybe your kids are grown and they've got kids, and or maybe it's just a couple that goes along together, or if you're like my kids where their teenagers are just 6'2", 6'3", taller kids nowadays, I tell you. Sleeping room in this unit with the queen in the back plus the loft bed, sleeper booth, sleeper sofa, 8, 9, maybe 10, just really depending on the size of your guest. Sleeper sofa here, and this will pull out to 3, so it's a trifold, and I'll show you that closer towards the end with the sleeper booth with the pretty cool accent lights underneath. Blue in color, and you do notice you do have a little bit of carpet in the main slide here. Once again, 6'7" on the actual slide height. Blackout shades all the way throughout the coach, just not in the dining area, all the way throughout. And these are in fact on a slow rise system. We don't have to worry about getting up at the top all the way around. LED lights all throughout the coach. And you do have additional lighting up on the ceiling with the ceiling fan there. So coming around to the entertainment center, you're going to have a ton of actual pantry space. Again, pantry space on both sides of the actual TV. 50-inch flat screen television. Now this will pull away from the wall to adjust its different angles, but let me just point out, sitting at the table, you're not breaking your neck really to look at the television, and if you're sitting on the sleeper sofa here, you're not quite directly in front of it, but you're not too far off to the side, so still decent. 32-inch all electric fireplace will produce an additional heat of around 5,000 BTUs. But if you don't want the heat, which is coming out from this side here, you can just adjust the background to actually have the lights coming out. Sorry I don't have it on for you guys now, I just have it plugged into the vehicle power at the moment. Soundbar by Connex, you're going to have zones A, B, and C. So Bluetooth, AM, FM radio, CD, and DVD player provided there. And once again, let me point out the actual pantry space. Just a ton of room, all the way from the ground, all the way up. On both sides, just a load of room. Glass accent on some of the actual cabinets, not all of them. And let me also point out the slam resistant latches. All the cabinets are going to be slam resistant latches, as well as the drawers on the unit are slam resistant as well. So that's really cool. The island in the middle is going to be in fact a pressed membrane countertops, and you will have additional accent lights on the bottom. Stainless steel drop-in sink with a high-rise residential faucet there, and you do have additional drawers on this side of the actual island here. Additional cover provided, that way you can extend the actual prepping station, you know, whenever you're cooking on this massive 22-inch Greystone oven, all propane, 3-eye burner on the top with one massive grate. Just really cool. Additional blue LED lights there, and a decent amount of actual cooking room inside the oven. LG is the brand, 31-inch microwave up on the top, and again, stain resistant latches, press membrane countertop, and they've continued the backsplash from one side to the other. Just kind of wish they would have maybe extended it from the countertop all the way to the cabinet, because if you're like me, I'm a messy guy. Stainless steel appliances throughout the unit, for the microwave, the oven, even the refrigerator. All electric, 17 cubic foot. Everchill is a brand, French style, so you have a freezer on the bottom, refrigerator up top, and you don't have to have this actual powered by the vehicle if you don't want it. Right now the camper is plugged up to the truck outside, and I've got this turned off, but if you wanted to turn it on, just simply press the button. And of course it is flashing battery at me right now because there's no battery on the unit. So everything's being powered just from the actual vehicle power itself at the moment. Next to the actual entry door, you're gonna have a pretty decent sized coffee prep station, or maybe a place for a crock pot, another toaster oven, and so forth. 110 outlets provided, and the actual thermostat for the main air located right down here nicely. Once again, pointing out all the different pull drawers. You have 11 different pull-out drawers in the unit, and 2 pantries, 2 queen beds, 2 air conditioners. This is actually going to be your second pantry in the unit. And I really like how they accented the actual pantry with an additional light. Really cool. Leveling system inside the unit, so you got one outside, one inside, located behind the actual cabinet here. And just simply press of a button, you can re-level the coach from actually inside the unit. All the slide operations, the black tank monitoring stations, everything's done right here, right inside the door. That way you're not reaching around to actually reach anything. It's directly with it. So coming into the main bedroom, you're gonna be met with a 3-step up, no carpet, and a big grab handle leading you into the master bedroom, where you're met with a north to south bed, 60 by 80 queen size bed with a decent amount of actual walk around room on both sides of the bed. Closet slide with actual 4 pull-out drawers there, and these are in fact still the slam resistant latches. And guys, that's going to be yours, that one oddball drawer down there for you to put all your stuff. And ladies, you do in fact have more hanging space in the closet slide there, and again, slam resistant latches. Press membrane countertops on both sides of the bed, so if you do have a spill next to the bed, you don't have to worry about that formica actually swelling. 12 volt and 110 outlets provided. And you notice you're not really in a cubby. They cut out the actual hanging closet to give you additional counter space, and they've recessed the headboard back just a little bit to give you a little bit more actual walk around room at the foot of the bed. TV connections provided right here, and there's the second thermostat for the second air conditioner located up into the master bedroom. So coming inside the main bathroom, you're going to be met with a 34 by 34 full radius shower, porcelain foot flush toilet, and with a decent amount of actual leg room whenever you step out of the shower to actually change, or if you're sitting on the toilet. I'm 6'2", and I think I've got a fairly decent amount of actual leg room. Press membrane countertops continued into the master bath, plastic sink and plastic faucet. No medicine cabinet on this unit here, or at least behind the mirror. This mirror is just simply attached to the wall with 4 different screws. Max air fan controls located right next to the sink with 110 outlets provided, but no medicine cabinet here. But you do in fact have a decent amount of storage space. Again, continuing right where the sliding style door is at, you have an additional cabinets there with 1 pull-out drawer here with those slam latches again. So I'm 6'2". I want to give you guys an idea of how much shower room you're going to have. Maybe if you're a taller an individual and you're wondering, will my head be inside the dome there? So let me just show you. So once again, I'm 6'2", and because it's got the radius bar on the top, I have an additional amount of actual shoulder room, and I'm not quite inside the actual dome there. So now the moment everybody's been waiting to see, the second queen bedroom. Dimensions on the bed, 60 by 74, but you have a loft bed on the top with the dimensions of 54 by 74, so room for possibly an adult up there on the top. I'm 6'2", 220 pounds, and I've been up there moving around just to open those cabinets, and I'm going to show you guys here shortly what that actually looks like. The whole entire bed lifts up sideways, exposing just the whole underbelly of storage there. All your guests will have a ton of actual storage space for all their stuff. Hanging rod inside the 3 actual cabinets here, and 4 pull-out drawers, ball bearings that do in fact pull out all the way slam resistant. 110 outlets provided on the side, and that's the light switch for the 2 LED lights over the bed. Breeze window with blackout shades. I'm gonna try to step up here and give you guys a quick shot of how much walk around room you're gonna have. Just a decent amount of actual walk around room. TV connections provided at the foot of the bed. This is the half bath, but right up here, so if you have guests, you can have a TV mounted to the wall. That way your guests that are up here on the top, maybe your younger siblings, or maybe you bring a second couple along and they have kids, this is the room for them. So 54 by 74, and the additional cabinet space provided back there. There is no hanging rod, there's no shelves, it's just pretty much a cabinet. So coming to the actual guest half bath, you're met with solid surface countertops, more of a plastic sink again, plastic actual faucet, and this time you will in fact actually have a medicine cabinet with a shelf provided. And one's really cool thing is the actual entrance from the outside, so your guests don't have to come through the whole coach. You can have their own access, or if it's younger kids, you can have them come through here to prevent them from dumping all the air from the unit. Porcelain foot flush toilet, and once again, I'm 6'2", and you do in fact have a decent amount of actual leg room provided. Now I'm going to try my best with you on camera to raise this up, this hydraulic assist, so one-handed, and check out all the room. And I've got the exterior storage being opened up, and I showed you earlier what that actually looks like. So a ton of actual storage space provided. So now I have it laid out in its full sleeping arrangement to give you guys an idea of how much move around space you're going to have. If you have the back bunkhouse area full of guests, the main area full of guests, you do have the room to walk around because the island in the middle. So sleeping room possibly for 8, 9, maybe 10 people, just really depending on the size of your guest, with the queen in the back, the loft bed on the top, trifold sleeper sofa, sleeper booth, plus the additional queen in the top. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, how many you think it is. So once again, guys, thanks again for sticking around this long in the video. I know that sometimes I can be a little bit lengthy, but I try to hit the certain key points in the video and then move right along. If you want to see this unit, the pricing and availability, I'll leave a link in the description of the actual video here. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see more of or even less of. You know, I feed on you guys' feedback, so let me know what you want to see more of or even less of. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Come see us.